Good morning, everyone. I'm going to call this meeting to order for the Polk County Board of Commissioners for Wednesday, September 4th, 2024. All commissioners are present. Announcements are on agendas. Extra copies are on the table near the door. Our first item of business is for comments for items that are not on this agenda. Does anyone wish to speak? No one's rushing forward. Okay, next up is approval of the agenda.
Also move.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Aye, passed unanimously. Approval of the minutes from August 21st.
I'll move approval.
I'll second that.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, passed unanimously. Approval of the consent calendar.
Also move.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 It passes unanimously. Next up is a proclamation number 24-04 in the matter of voters registration. Commissioner Gordon has agreed to read that proclamation.
Well, it's my honor to do so, to read the proclamation in support of National Voter Registration Day 2024. And I'd like to dedicate this to my grandmother, Joyce Flynn, who was born in 1911, 9 years before the 19th Amendment was ratified. So extension of voting rights are in our fairly recent history. So proclamation number 24-04, whereas National Voter Registration Day is a day to honor civic unity and an opportunity to set aside differences, enjoy the rights and opportunities we all share as Americans, and celebrate our democracy. And whereas voting is the foremost right and responsibility of citizens of the United States of America, and whereas for any democracy to work, all eligible citizens must have access to free, nonpartisan information on candidates and ballot issues and be able to vote for their elected representatives without barriers in free and fair elections. And whereas the state of Oregon requires eligible voters to be registered by October 15th, 2024, which is 21 days in advance of our November 5th, 2024 general election. Now, therefore, it is hereby proclaimed that September 17th, 2024 is National Voter Registration Day in Polk County, and all citizens are encouraged to participate in the many nonpartisan voter registration activities throughout Polk County, to check your voter registration status, update it as necessary, and be prepared to make your voice heard and your vote count in the November 5th, 2024 general election. Thank you.
Thank you. I don't know if we have any other need for anything. We can sign that today as of today's date, and that business will be concluded. Do we have a need for an executive session?
No, sir.
Okay. Any further business to come before this board? I have one piece. So I want to make certain on the record, we acknowledge that we had another fatality at Highway 22 and 51 yesterday afternoon. This is awful. Commissioner Mordhorst, I can tell you from his expressions that I've seen yesterday with his frustration with ODOT that we all share, that this is way beyond anything that we can tolerate. So I'm just venting that on the record, that we are trying desperately to get something to happen to improve that very, very dangerous intersection. And with all of the work that he has been doing over the last several years, work that I did for more than 8 years on that intersection, we are no farther along today than we were when I first started nearly 14 years ago on that intersection. Additionally, I would show you that the pace at which we do a minor improvement, like a roundabout, has taken 14 years, and we're still not complete. So my heartfelt gratitude for everything that you're doing, and my sadness for yet again another fatality for an intersection that none of us should have to risk our lives going through on a daily basis. Anything else?
We are moving forward in 2051. It's been a really slow, arduous project. We've got a lot done in the last 4 years. We're very close to going to the design acceptance phase. Yesterday, ironically, when all this was happening, I was in a meeting discussing Highway 22 and 51 with ODOT, going through what they call their value engineering phase. They're taking a look at what we've kind that got designed and finding ways to make it more efficient, save us money, and then look at other alternatives that maybe we missed. And then my phone blows up and we discuss this accident. So, just following the legalities of politics and government is very frustrating. As a businessman, you make a decision, you move forward and you do it today. In government, there's so many steps you have to cross the T's and dot the I's. It becomes very frustrating, especially when we continue to have accidents and deaths in the county and in more than one region. That 22 corridor is a major challenge in a few areas. But to make a change, I think it's going to take some public outcry to get this back up to the priority that I believe that this intersection needs as a regional basis. This is access to our trauma center. Yes, we have West Valley Hospital here for emergency, but when we have those serious injuries, Salem is where we need to be. And yesterday for 4 hours, it would have added 30 minutes to that trip. And you all know in an emergency situation, minutes are crucial. So I think this is something I hope the public stays aware of, stays on. Don't be afraid to write emails to your congressman and your local representatives, senators. This is going to take federal funding. It's going to take local initiatives to make this happen and put it up on the priority that it deserves to be.
Thank you. Okay, hearing nothing further, we are adjourned.